Okay, go, start.
Okay, you mind if I eat the mic?
Please don't.
Hello and welcome to Clone Wars Weekly.
Welcome to
The only show that broadcasts directly from the middle of the Kaminoan Ocean next to Dead Echo's floating helmet. I am your host, Ronin, with...
Foreshadow. Oh, so.
And...
Yo, dumbass, that's your cue.
Me. I'm just me.
Say your name, damn it.
Say your name!
I just did.
You said me.
Oh, right, I'm the doctor.
You're the what?
You know what?
Okay, the name's Ruari.
He's the guy that's in Quinton's place, apparently, since Quinton is, where's his ass?
I have no idea, except for the fact that we see his helmet floating by, so I'm getting the suspicion that he's dead.
I can live with this. Okay,
Alright, well...
let's do it.
Today we are continuing our random topic discussion with the subtopic of Star Wars Celebration. Yeah.
But I'm not going to that.
Yeah, well, I'm not.
Wait, neither are you.
But Rory
I
is.
am.
Yes.
Hey, dude, when you're there, pick me up like some Nika Futterman memorabilias.
She's not gonna be there.
Like maybe like a strand of her hair, an eyelash, or something, so I can like clone my own.
Hey, isn't Femi Taylor going to be there?
Wow.
Yes. Femi Taylor is going to be there.
Damn it.
That's
Now I'll get you a
awesome.
strand of her hair if you want.
It's not fair.
Acceptable.
It's not the same. You can't clone her.
Wait, what?
But
What am I gonna do with a
Ronan
Femi
can.
Taylor clone? I need like Nika
What do you
Futter-
mean, what would I do?
I'm talking about me.
You know, this is suddenly gone very
Hey,
creepy.
farewell.
Let's... Wait!
He
Rory!
does that a lot. I don't know what it... I think he's trying to, like, say something. I just don't quite know what it represents.
It sounds like a red versus blue quote.
I don't watch
Yes.
that thing.
Neither do I. I still know it.
So what celebration, right? So what are you going to do there, Rory? What,
Autographs, panels. Do you want me to be a bit more specific?
I've never been to a Star Wars Celebration before. Can you tell me what it's like?
All right, I'll give you the lowdown.
Yeah, but
I met Quinton at the last one, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and
like,
he talked Echo.
I was just standing there, and I was standing. We were talking on the phone because we were trying to find each other, and he's like, "Sir," and he tries to hug me, and it was very uncomfortable for everyone. It was like, no.
I hope you were wearing the Plo Koon mask at that stage.
I was thinking...
Actually, I had not purchased it yet, but it was quite
I
awkward.
thought you were wearing spandex, but whatever.
What the?
What? I'm looking at your profile pic.
Okay, your profile pic is inaccurate now. Okay, so what the celebration is, you go there and you blow thousands of dollars on junk you probably won't need a couple of years from then.
Well, I think I'll need mine. I mean, for display purposes, obviously.
It's like people, they go there and they blow like hundreds, thousands of dollars on stuff. Like I know Quinton, Quinton blew like what? I'm not gonna say, but he blew
You blew a lot of money on action figures, right?
on freaking Echoes.
There you go.
Well,
To be a bit more specific.
didn't you say that you and him had agreed on a time and he arrived late?
Oh, no, we're getting into this
What
again.
else is new?
Oh, crap. Okay, so he texts me in the morning. It was like the fourth day. And then he's like, "Sir, we're getting there at like 8 o'clock." So I'm like, okay. So I get up, you know, I go down there. I get there like 8:30, and then, you know, I'm just waiting around. I don't hear from Quinton for like an hour. An hour goes by. I'm just still like, okay. And then he texts me. He's like, "Sir, we'll be there in another 45 minutes."
What?
I was just about ready to strangle him.
Sort of like earlier today, actually.
However,
Yeah, the point is bad.
he still doesn't show up.
Oh my god.
Really?
It is now like 10 o'clock.
And you're almost ready to go in, I'd say.
No, people are already going in. People are already like
Yeah, that's
piling
why.
it. Yeah, and I'm just like waiting out there for Quinton, and then finally I see him like climbing up the elevator laughing, and I was just about ready to crush his skull in upon itself. I literally
Yeah.
chased him around with a lightsaber hilt. I was like striking him, literally.
Rory, you live in a... where do you live again? It's... sorry.
I don't know. It's in the middle of nowhere. That's Sweden.
He's Swedish.
Okay.
Like the meatballs.
So, if, like...
I live in Ireland. There you go.
I was
Public
close.
fan.
If we were
I was close.
if we were to all go to like a celebration or something, say in Americana, I assume Rory would have to take a plane, and
Yes.
Batil would drive in a van and pick us
Because
up.
what we had who are you? Ronin.
I am Ronin. Yes.
We were all like, we should do like a road trip to the next celebration. Of course, I'd have to drive since none of you other dweebs have your license.
Corey does.
I might.
Okay, whoa. Who said Corey's in this?
He's not.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so what would happen was I'd drive down, I'd pick up Quinton, and we'd pick up Ronin, and we'd drive down to freaking...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Rory's gonna have to like take a plane.
I just told you, an airport.
Yeah, but like... No, but that's effort. That's like...
Wait a minute. Isn't the whole van road trip effort?
No, look, but see, picking up Quinton, that's like one slice of effort. Picking
Yeah,
up
but
Ronin,
he's-
that's like 2.
Yeah,
Going to the actual place is like 20.
So what would picking up Rory be?
Like 50.
Okay, so you wouldn't want to do a 50.
You know what? You're gonna... Wait. You know you guys gotta pay me for gas, right?
Wait, what?
Oh, I'm not paying you.
Dude, no, we're driving literally across country. I will need gas.
Maybe we should. Oh, yeah, where would we eat too? I would.
I don't care. Bring a lunchbox.
We'll just go to like fast food places or something.
Oh. Why are we talking about this? Whose bright idea was this anyway?
Wasn't it yours?
According to the chat box here, it's Ronin's idea.
What? It's
Okay, what's our
funny.
next? What?
All right. Well, if we eventually did get down to celebration and survived, and
Wait. You know what we have to do? I'd get a van. We deck out the van. We make like a Clone Wars weekly Star Wars van.
oh yes,
Like the bumper plate would read like "Ass Man," and we just go. We would be on the road, like
It's a celebration.
exactly.
I hope there would be enough room for my Ronin costume.
You have a Ronin costume?
Of course.
You're gonna wear that. People, are gonna, who's the dumbass in the Ronin outfit?
I'd break their spines.
But how are you gonna do that in like a big stuffy cardboard box costume?
Cardboard box? What do you think I wear?
What?
I used to make paper costumes all the time.
Paper costume? You gotta send me like a picture of this thing sometime. I gotta see this beast.
Sure.
I gotta I have to see this before you bring it out into public.
Anyway, so
We're gonna
assuming
get, if we're gonna get like tomatoes thrown at us, I want to have some preparation ready.
well, I'm pretty sure that Quinton has a Echo costume. If not, then he'd wear Master
He
Chief.
doesn't have an Echo costume.
Really?
No. Where's he gonna get an Echo costume?
Make one like I do.
It's like the attention span of like a fly. How's he gonna do
Well, that's probably true.
So anyway, we all arrive by van, Rory arrives by plane, and then cab, and we eventually get down to...
My cab?
my cab?
Come on. Am I not a member of your crew?
Yeah, but you're coming from like Sweden. You gotta pay like half for like gas
Sweden?
fares, yo.
No.
You gotta give me you gotta ante up like more than these other two students.
But then he'd have to translate his Ireland dollars
He's
into...
gonna have to do that anyway for celebration.
Ireland dollars?
Ireland? No, I think they're called doubloons.
I have no idea what they're called.
Doubloons.
They're called euros. They use across most European
See, I was
countries.
close. I like
They're not.
doubloons though. Sounds.
So we all get
Doubloons.
down to celebration.
You're
Which voice actor or regular actor would you most want a autograph from, honestly?
Okay. David freaking Tennant.
Would he be there?
Probably not.
No.
Way to kill my hope, Ronin, you dick.
Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the only conventions he's ever done are like, the big Doctor Who ones or Showmasters ones in the UK.
Wait,
so,
we are going to a Doctor Who celebration, right?
It's not
Your
called
jokes are unfunny and awkwardly frightening to my
That
pants.
seems to be a reoccurring theme of mine, isn't it?
I know.
Wow.
Stick with Okay, it's like this, as I said before. We're like Delta Squad. I'd be Scorch, you're Fixer.
I'm
Thanks.
Sav.
I guess he's 7, Quinton is boss.
What?
How does that work?
I don't know. No, I think
So-
Rory would be boss. Quinton would.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wait, so Quinton's
not
a homicidal
dead, no.
maniac.
No, because Quinton likes killing things. You know.
He does?
He's a very dark personality on the
I thought
inside.
that Corey would be Sev.
That sounds bad.
No, Corey's that Geonosian blood stained on Quinton's. That that green splat on Seb's chest. That's like Kree.
All right, well, let's move on to a
Wait,
different
my
topic, shall we?
actress. I never told you who I wanted
wait,
to meet.
actress? Okay.
Yeah, Nika Futterman.
Hey, that's actually pretty good.
Wow, that's awesome.
How about you,
never
Rory?
there at those things.
Yeah, she's only done a Star Wars weekend. So I'm not sure about any
That's
other.
fair,
but-
yeah.
Still, but we're talking about the ideal celebration here for some reason.
Yeah, I know.
Who would you want to meet, Ronin? Who would you want to meet?
Wow. Well, if
Let me take.
Femi Taylor, that would be. I'd be so nervous.
Nailed it.
I'd be walking up in my Ronin costume.
Oh my god.
Everybody-
Oh my god, I could just
Yeah.
imagine that. Like Ronin comes up with like little pictures like so this is really embarrassing. Can you sign this picture?
the
of
bouncers
yourself?
tackle me.
Just so I can like, put it on my bed and look at it while I sleep. That would be what Ronin would do. And then like the manager would be like, alright, son, get your goddamn green ass out of here before I kick your ass out of here.
I really don't want to go. Can I just stand here forever?
Then I'd go up
that
there.
would be the ultimate creepy.
Ronin would be like the ultimate creepy in a Rodian. He'd go up there,
Yeah, exactly.
he'd be the Rodian creeper. That's a good nickname.
That's actually
I'm
not
gonna-
bad. I like that.
Okay, so what's the next
Okay.
topic? We gotta ask Rory now. Wait, this is D. Bradley Baker. That is pretty
Yeah.
obvious.
Yeah, for you.
It's clones.
It's not big. No.
D.
I mean, I know you've already gotten several autographs and whatnot, but
Yeah, but the only cause voice actor I have is James Taylor so far. I would say Ashley Eckstein, but I know I'm getting a
I
later this
got her
month anyway.
autograph. I nailed that autograph.
Congratulations on getting it 3 times over in one
I
day.
was like talking to her about like season 5, and-
Sorry.
except the guy in front of me wanted like to get her tattooed. Like he wanted to like get her name,
yeah, what's up with that?
his inner thigh, like sign his leg.
You told me about
That's
that.
kind of strange.
All right, well, let's move on to a new topic, shall
Yeah, what
we?
if that guy's like listening to us? Sorry, bro. Sorry, I called you out.
You're a creep, man.
That's Ronan.
And that's from me.
He lives in Minnesota.
Wait, what?
No,
He lives in the Rodian.
Moving on.
Wait, what?
Moving on. Wait, what? Lives
All
in
right.
Ronan.
So,
God damn.
here's I always like to come up with little questions for us.
Okay.
This week I have, if you could pick one expanded universe story from the EU, which is,
Yeah.
of course, expanded universe, so that's ironic and redundant. But if you could pick one expanded universe story to be the plot of a Star Wars film, which one would it be?
All right, ladies, step back. I got this. All right. The one story HK tells when he's in the Senate and he's like hunting down all those senators to like, and he like ends up killing like 1,500 of them. That
That
It's a
took
grade A movie right
that,
there.
that took place in the KOTOR.
Technically, you don't see it happen. It's only
game.
mentioned. It's referring to EU Ronin.
So it's a side plot of
kindly
an expanded
shut your
universe.
noise hole. Okay. I would like to see a movie about HK-47 doing
Why am I
things.
not surprised?
Well, he needs a movie. Everyone else gets their own movie. Except Deadpool. What the hell's up with that? Good. Have fun bleeping that. But
Thanks. Well, you know what? I
Don't-
use death
don't-
screams now.
don't
so
use screams. That's... Why would you do that?
It's scary.
not
Well,
fun.
Ham Scream.
It's not fun. He doesn't even do that. He uses like frightening scream. Use a beep, okay? Just use a beep.
Beeps are annoying and obnoxious.
But I only swear like 4 times.
You swear like a dozen times each episode.
Okay. But it's your fault. You dragged me to it.
All right. Well, Rory, which would be your pick for an expanded universe story to be the plot of a Star Wars film?
There's so many. I'd say for the spin-off films, maybe something about Quinlan Voss, so like the Quinlan Voss omnibus, because I think he's a very interesting character, you know, that we haven't really seen visually that often, except for really Hunt for Zeus, but I think he'd be a really good character to do in a spin-off film. He could actually, get a feel for the character, which we do in the EU.
Mhm.
Like, it would be good to bring that to a visual screen for people who want to see something visual related to Quinlan Voss. And really, Hunt for Zeus, not one of my favorites. I'll put it that way.
He had really sexy dreadlocks on that episode.
That episode was actually a lot better than I thought it would be, considering it had the stain in
Well,
it.
let's be fair though. I mean, it was the episode after Evil Plan. If anything is gonna look good next to that.
Touche.
He's got a point. Yeah. No, but that episode was.
It's the one episode.
Let's not even.
Never
get
mind.
Into it. Let's not get into it.
So yeah, for me, surprisingly, despite my immense hate for the EU, this was a tough choice. I would love for the KOTOR comics to have their own.
With HK.
HK actually wasn't in the KOTOR comics.
No.
And they are not officially KOTOR.
No, they are amazing. Despite
My balls
taking-
are amazing. No, but they need more.
Well, that's a matter of opinion, isn't it?
I was actually gonna go somewhere else with that, but then it just kind of like went that way.
Of course.
Do I need to say the phrase
Don't!
again?
Don't!
I'm not saying it yet.
Anyway,
But needs
I
more
mean,
HK.
so the
Need-
KOTOR comics, they are about a human Padawan called Zane Carrick, and
HK.
no HK!
It's this
Let
during
me
his
talk!
His teenage years as a human.
Where have I heard that before?
I love how I drove Ronin to silence.
The KOTOR comics are really amazing, and they have some of the best story of any Star Wars expanded universe.
You fail at talking fast.
Oh, really? Because I can talk really fast if I want to.
If you want to,
Remixed Rodian.
want to talk really fast. Tell you what, Scooby-Doo, get back in your van and let me handle this bitch. I mean, mother. I mean,
Stop!
You should stop talking too.
the bleepers that will happen here is
Beep,
like,
beep, beep, beep. Okay, well, we had mentioned Cad Bane with the
oh
that-
crap.
something I had been
We
thinking
did.
about was, do you think Cad Bane will show up in Star Wars Rebels? Should he or should he
Yes.
not? And if
He will be
so,
that-
what would his role be?
He will be that dismounted head in Boba's ship.
Now that is awesome. That sounds good.
Boba Fett. Like there was some fan art on Facebook. It was on our page. It was like floating around. It's like a Boba Fett can.
Right, and he had his gauntlets, right?
He had like his gauntlets and his blasters,
Mhm.
and that's his blood smeared all over the place, and his guts were.
Why do you think
used for-
Boba's armor is green?
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think it would be awesome. That's what I wanted to see in the Clone Wars. Boba Fett actually kill Crap.
That would make Boba my favorite bounty hunter ever.
I bet you. I don't know, that bounty hunters arc with Boba Fett. Crap.
No, they weren't gonna do that. They weren't gonna do that.
Probably, but you have to
Oh,
admit,
baby.
it would be good because then Boba Fett would gain the notoriety of most.
It would
feared-
redeem every other annoying aspect they've done with his character in the show.
Exactly.
Can I just
Sure.
say something?
Probably.
Yeah. Like, you may have heard it before, but I actually know officially some spoilers from that bounty hunter arc. And I'm not going to say anything.
You
but
better say them.
Say something!
Well, plant my foot up places you don't want it planted.
Wait, what?
No, okay, so what I will say, though, is at the end of the arc, you'll be, one, very happy, and two, if you're a fan of another big bounty hunter, you'll be very annoyed. That's what I'm going to say.
Okay, now who's gonna be annoyed? Are Ronin and I gonna be annoyed?
Well, no, who likes female bounty hunters?
Oh crap! I got a bad feeling about
What?
this.
Yes.
Oh,
What?
wait a minute.
That's all
now.
I'm saying.
Now I'm gonna have to listen to that part of the podcast a bajillion times over again, trying to make speculation.
Rory. Okay, here's what you have. To
I didn't
tell
know
us.
you had insider info.
We're gonna put like a thing. Spoiler alert here. If you don't want to
Okay.
hear it, just shut up.
Do you want me to shout it out? Spoiler alert!
Yeah, go ahead.
Spoiler alert! Cad Bane dies.
Okay, now give us the spoilers, Rory.
I just did.
No, you said spoiler. You gotta give us the spoilers.
Cad Bane dies.
Who kills him?
I don't know that. I know that Cad Bane and one other big name bounty hunter dies, and that's all that.
Sugi, the Sugi
But that-
guy. Sugi.
I'd be
dies.
willing to accept
female.
that sacrifice.
You dick.
Anything! Anything!
Crap stain. Yo.
So basically, what I'm saying is, if they do show that egg, then Bane won't be in Rebels. If they are allowed to show it, then he might. But
Oh, he will. He'll be the dismantled head on Boba's.
My
thing.
goodness.
Ronin just made my
This
day.
has made my existence.
Boba, he's gonna die. Yes,
But of course, they might not even show that arc, now that we think about it.
yeah, that's what
I'm
saying.
worried about
like,
that now.
What if Hondo had done
Oh, that would be awesome.
Hondo done him in, man? Just like blows his ass up with like a
You know what I would like?
Yeah, to be fair, it would make better storyline if Boba.
Yeah, true.
I'm gonna get some hate for that now, but
Crap stain was gonna die, Ronin.
Yeah,
Dude, I would have paid.
here's what
big
happens.
bucks
Here's
to
what
see him.
happens. See,
and our listeners are now gonna hate us for giving a big spoiler on the
yes,
podcast.
well,
Put up spoiler alert.
put up spoiler.
You should have a picture in the background of like Bane with like a ass in his chest or something.
What?
And then the lightsaber would be coming out, and you could be like, he died from an ass saber to the chest.
What? The way I see it is at the end of the Bounty Hunter arc when Cad Bane's all like, yes, I got paid, and all of a sudden Rumi shows up back from the dead, and she shoots him right in the face with a sniper rifle. That would be
What?
awesome.
What?
What?
Hell, you sound like...
Unimaginary.
What?
Okay, let's move on to our last topic of discussion.
Yeah, what, see, recently,
This is very controversial,
Yeah,
just saying that right now.
I know.
People
there
might hate
there
us.
hasn't been a lot of talk about the Clone Wars.
People will hate us.
Do fans really still care about it? Because,
You mind if
Go
I
ahead, go ahead.
first?
Like,
Yeah, I think the real reason, that fans don't seem to really care a lot about the Clone Wars anymore is the real lack of news
True.
on the front. I mean,
yeah.
the only the Clone Wars news we had recently, and I know, but still didn't really know a lot about this until recently. And Ronin, I'm not sure.
I
you
pay a lot
decided,
of-
but like the only. But the only recently closed news was for Celebration Europe 2, the Secrets of Star Wars The Clone Wars panel, which we may or may not get bonus content clips from, I'm not sure. And then the Darth Maul X screening on the Friday and Saturday, which might have a big bonus content trailer at the end
That
of
would
it.
be
That's
cool.
my hope.
Rory's gotta come back and like be on the podcast as soon
yeah.
as he gets back from like
So-
Celebration.
Yeah, but I mean, I know like it seems as fans don't really care. I mean, I'm gonna hand on heart, and you can kill me for this. Now, I do care about the Clone Wars. I'm a huge fan of it. I mean, this is what has kept me in Star Wars fandom for this long. Now, all that I've done in the Star Wars community, I would not have done if it wasn't for the Clone Wars. But I just really am looking forward to the Rebels show, I have to say. I know when it was first announced that the Clone Wars was cancelled, I, like every other fan, raged. But every time I hear new news about Rebels, it sounds so good. I mean, I just can't help but get really excited.
We both know I have to
I'm
kill
not-
you now.
Hey, I want to see Rebels.
No, I'm joking.
too.
Yeah, I'm in quite agreement with you right here.
But what I will say, though, I mean, just think about it. We've got two big conventions over the next 2 weeks, San Diego Comic-Con and Celebration of 2. Both of them will have bonus content news. Filoni will be at San Diego Comic-Con. I know Ashley Eckstein will. I know Catherine Tabor will. I know Matt Lanter will. Insider info, but there you go. Yeah, I know all of them at least will be at San Diego. And Celebration, Filoni, Ashley Eckstein, we already know the Clone Wars and Rebels announcements for those, but the next 2 weeks, I'm just going to stay out there right now. There has to be a lot of news recently, but be prepared for the Clone Wars news to fly in the next 2 weekends.
Well, that pretty much
I
explains it
just
all.
gotta
Yeah.
throw this out there first. Matt Lanter has some really great
does.
hair. Like, I want his
And that's gonna have to wrap it up for another episode of Clone Wars
Wait, you're
Weekly.
ending with that? Dude, you're gonna
You
make
know,
us look like
Let's
freaking
wrap
gays.
it up, shall we? I'm sorry.
I was just making it weird.
I'm sorry. I had to end it somehow, but we're still gonna keep going until I can say the outro.
Okay, we don't.
Thank
have an
you
outro,
all
but
for
I'd
joining
love to
us,
hear you say
especially you once
Yeah.
again, Rory. It's great having you here as a co-host.
Hey, how come you never
Thanks,
thanked
yeah.
me
Because
for
I've
being
thanked
here?
you like every day. I know you.
Yeah, my ass.
And one person who will.
I could let me get some proof here. Let me go.
Okay.
I'll my Facebook messages. Let's see. No thank yous there. No thank yous yesterday.
Well,
No thank yous the day before that.
uh,
No thank. Wait. No thank yous there either.
well, one person who's definitely not getting a thank you is the non-existent Quinton, who, if I might add, will be showing up once again next week for our grand return of Are You
Well,
Smarter Than Quinton? Thank you.
Well, wait.
It ain't better than me.
What if he's not
Well,
there?
I have no idea then.
Maybe we'll play You Smarter Than
That would
Rory.
be interesting.
Would be no. We should do Are You Smarter Than a
What?
Ronin? So if you lose to somebody, I can like tease you.
Never!